Greetings, everyone, viewers and subscribers alike. This is Azlan Adnan here, channel administrator. As many of you would know by now, I'm a VIP, a visually impaired person, and I'm continuously running fundraising campaigns to, at best, reverse my various eye conditions or at worst, arrest them. So in conjunction with White Cane Safety Day, as visually impaired person, I carry a white cane to help me navigate and walk. I'm having 3 events starting on October 15th, Wednesday, October 15th. Many of you have donated, and if you donate above a certain amount, you can attend my events. It's because it's a way to, thank you for your donations. Of course, you can donate less if you don't wish to turn up, and you can even donate more and don't turn up because, you don't live in KLPJ and you want to help me save my vision anyway. So the details of my 3 events are in this video.
White Cane Safety Day, 15th of October 2025 by Azlan Adnan. Wednesday, 15th of October 2025. The White Cane. Every year on 15th of October, the world acknowledges White Cane Safety Day. The White Cane is a mobility tool used by people who are blind or visually impaired to detect obstacles, navigate safely, and signal their presence to others. It is a symbol of independence and autonomy, allowing the user to move confidently in both familiar and unfamiliar environments. Many people remain unaware of its importance, often mistaking it for a mere accessory. October 15th is a day to celebrate the independence, achievement, and mobility of individuals who are blind or visually impaired, and to recognize the white cane as more than a tool. It is a lifeline. Personal reflection. As someone who is visually impaired a VIP, I too rely on the white cane every day. This day is not just a symbolic observance. It reflects my lived reality and reminds society of the importance of accessibility, empathy, and understanding. Living with visual impairment is about navigating a world that is often designed for the sighted. It requires negotiating systems, attitudes, and infrastructure that frequently fail to consider difference. When I ask a waiter at a restaurant what food they serve, please don't shove a menu in my face. I can't read the menu. A little patience and explanation would go a long way. When I travel on rapid KL services, monorail, LRT, and MRT, I don't expect an able-bodied person to be seated in the areas reserved for persons with disabilities, PWDs, senior citizens, pregnant mothers-to-be, and mothers carrying babies. Those blue signs and red seats are not decorative. They are functional reminders to make space for those who truly need it. When the traffic light is red and the beeping sound is active at a zebra crossing, I don't expect motorcyclists to Kuri Ayam and zoom past me, ignoring my white cane, as well as the red light and the beeps. That white cane is not an accessory. It is my lifeline. Pavements and tactiles. Pavements and 5-foot ways are for the exclusive use of pedestrians. As the law stands, motorcyclists and even cyclists are legally required to get off their bikes and push them, not ride or cycle on these walkways reserved for pedestrians. But selfish motorcyclists ignore the law, thinking it's not an offense if you don't get caught. This self-centered mentality puts everyone at risk. Tactiles, the upturned tiles with ridges, are installed to help blind people and VIPs navigate safely. They are not for sighted people to stand on and hold family conferences, nor for motorcyclists to ride over. One motorcyclist in Damansara Utama outside Starling Mall, riding on the tactiles behind me, hooted at me to get out of his way. The damn cheek and sheer selfishness of him. I had a can of WD-40 on me and had a good mind to empty it onto his face and eyes. Luckily, discretion and prudence prevailed. Many people think the tactiles are for show or a nuisance legal requirement to be ignored after installation. M World Hotel in Bandar Utama is a case in point. They place planters and potted plants directly on the tactiles, defeating their very purpose. Civic expectations. One food delivery rider had the cheek to cut the queue at the lift, squeezing me out. His excuse? That he was delivering food. So what? These expectations are not entitlement. They are justified requests for civic consciousness, situational awareness, and empathy. Not just individual citizens, but the government and corporations, too, need to play their part. Making thoughtless rules like requiring the scanning of QR codes for bus boarding or online-only services shows a lack of awareness. Many VIPs cannot scan QR codes, and not every member of the B40 owns a smartphone. Companies and institutions must design with accessibility in mind. From repair services that demand emails to banks whose websites are unreadable for low vision users, the apathy and oversight are striking. The changes required are not extraordinary. They are simple, thoughtful, and often cost nothing. What they demand is awareness, an acknowledgement that accessibility is not charity, but a basic right. I urge the government and corporations to form inclusivity focus groups to beta test new developments and receive feedback from the blind and visually impaired, BVI, and broader PWD communities before implementing public-facing systems and regulations. Call to action. On this White Cane Safety Day, let us go beyond token gestures and hashtags. Let us commit to making Malaysia and the world more livable for everyone. The Rakyat must demand action from the government. Because inclusivity is not optional. It is a new way of life that represents the only enlightened way forward.
I'm looking for volunteers, keen cyclists, to participate in a tandem bicycle ride event. This is organized at the Malaysian Association of the Blind in Brickfields. The full address is given in the video description. All the participants, half the participants, the riders, would be registered with MAB for their tandem bicycle activity, and we need volunteers who are keen cyclists and have the strength to cycle and pilot the tandem bicycle. So this event will be held on 18th of October, which is a Saturday, in the morning until 11:45, and it will be followed by another event. The participation fee for this event is by donation, with a minimum donation of 15 ringgit. 10 ringgit will go towards the rental of the bicycle, and the other balance for other incidentals, and what's remaining will go towards my various eye treatments. So if you are a keen cyclist and you'd like to do some charitable work to help the blind people have some exercise, this is your opportunity to have the exercise and do some charity work at the same time. Thank you.
Why WFPB, Doctors for Nutrition? WFPB stands for Whole Food, Plant-Based, a diet and lifestyle focused on plant-derived foods that are unprocessed or minimally processed, while minimizing or excluding animal products and highly refined ingredients. The diet emphasizes fruits, vegetables, whole grains, legumes, nuts, and seeds, while avoiding added sugars, refined flours, and oils. The core principle is to eat foods in their natural state or close to it, rather than highly processed imitation products. Key principles: whole foods. Foods that are in their natural, unrefined state or have undergone minimal processing, like canned beans or frozen vegetables. Plant-based. Foods that come exclusively from plants, excluding meat, dairy, eggs, and honey. Minimal processing. A focus on foods that are as close to nature as possible, avoiding ingredients that are heavily refined, such as white flour, white rice, and added oils. Nutrient dense. Prioritizing foods rich in fiber, vitamins, and minerals to meet nutritional needs. Foods to emphasize. Fruits and vegetables. A wide variety of fresh and colorful produce. Whole grains, such as brown rice, oats, quinoa, and whole wheat. Legumes. Beans, lentils, chickpeas, and peas. Nuts and seeds. Almonds, walnuts, chia seeds, and flax seeds. Foods to limit or avoid processed foods. Any food that has been heavily altered from its natural state. Animal products. Meat, dairy, and eggs. Refined grains. White flour, white rice, and pasta made from refined flour. Added sugars and artificial sweeteners, including high fructose corn syrup and confectioner's sugar. Added oils, even those considered minimally processed like olive oil, are typically excluded due to their processing and added calories. WFPB versus vegan diet. While both are plant-focused, a vegan diet focuses only on eliminating animal products and can include highly processed foods, while a WFPB diet additionally emphasizes whole, minimally processed foods.
Thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel to show your support.